Welcome to Flying Can Ranch down here in Cedar Creek Lake, Texas. It's been a crazy morning already. I don't know, it's probably going to get crazier. Oh, yeah, that's not them. At any rate, crazy. I've got a new one we want to look at today. Kind of popped across my grid. We're going to take a quick look at it. I made a few changes, nothing critical. Boom, look at this big boy. We're going to come across here, we're going to come across here, we'll look down this side. That is not the scope that came in it, we'll talk about that later. And we'll get to the sides and move our way all the way down. Pretty much the same story on the other side. We'll move it around, take it down, and then we'll go over some specs. So what we have here is the Umarex Syrix and a 177 caliber. They say it's got this turbo nitrogen technology gas piston. I like that. Sounds like some kind of race car or something. So it is a nitro piston, 177 caliber, does 1,000, they say 1,000 feet per second. The overall weight is 8.60 pounds. The overall length is 46.10, and they say the barrel length is 18.75. It does have an 11 millimeter dovetail. It does come with a scope. It has some nice green dot fiber optics here in the back, and a nice red fiber optic. I kind of wish it was hooded. I've expressed that before. Starting the back, you got a kind of a thin but a very grippy over butt plate. The stock sounds, fairly solid. You've got this stippling right along here. This is an automatic safety, by the way. It does come with a 4x32 scope. It looked kind of, I did use the mounts for that scope to get down to the lock, but I put my famous Winchester on it. I bought another scope, by the way, but I swapped it out from another gun, and then I put this one on here. Anyway, we'll get all of that later. Got real nice grip up here, and it's kind of rubbery feeling. It's got a good texture, so you hang on to it. A nice matte black finish. I like that all the way around. It's not a real shiny blued gun, so you won't get any light reflection. Brake barrel, rifle barrel. Oh, that's what that is. Never mind. One thing I like on this automatic safety is this gap right here. So if you actually get it up there, some of those lean right into the trigger, and you actually got some space where you can actually, even my stubby finger, I can get that puppy up in there. It sounds pretty positive. So I did try to shoot this with just the sights yesterday, and I didn't have a lot of luck. And I'm gonna say maybe it was the way the sun was positioned. It was kind of glaring me out or something. I'm not quite sure. But I put this boy in there and got it dialed up. I got a little practice can that I put there with the tape out, so I'm still, I caught this one a little low right there. I did scratch it right down the side over here, but most of them are landing right in this spot. So I put it with where I peeled it off. I use that as an identifier mark. Probably has to come to right, maybe just a hair more to get it centered, but it seemed like it was dropping a pretty good group. We'll get to a shooting test later. I don't know if it'll be today. I was supposed to have something else going on. I'm waiting on some people. They're still not here. If they ain't here by noon, you can forget all that. I'm gone. So, any rate, that is. Now, it's got kind of a, and we'll talk about this more on the shooting review, kind of a long pull on the trigger, but it's got a pretty crisp break on it. So I watched another video and they said the trigger came in at about 5 pounds, 5.5, something like that, but I don't know if it's that high yet. I haven't done it yet, but I am going to definitely put some Loctite around these screws here, and then that screw way in the back, just out of curiosity. I haven't looked into this yet. It doesn't say it there. We'll go to the other side and see if it says it over here. I'm starting to get a bite about it. Well, let's put some glasses on. I'm getting that old, And an old man like me has my speakers on. It is a product of China. Moving right along, that's all I'm going to tell you. But it is a busy budget priced. I think Air Gun Depot was pushing them out for like $199. And it's definitely a can snapper. Now I did that can about 65 feet. I'll probably do a 30-foot later on, but 30 yard or whatever it is. But that's what it looks like. They say it weighs 8 something. I don't know, maybe it's me, it just doesn't quite feel that heavy. It is very comfortable in the hand. This right here, it's got a good grip. I'm left-handed with the rifle, by the way, in case you ain't figured it out. And you can get a pretty good lock with it. And I would say in sound, I put about the halfway mark. I wouldn't really try to practice in a real urban area. It's not loud. It's not as loud as I thought it was going to be, but it's definitely a comfortable gun. It's a very budget price gun, and the cocking effort really isn't that bad. In fact, it smooths out a little bit. I did notice when I first started shooting it, the trigger was a little crunchy, but after about 20 shots, it started really smoothing out pretty good. So, you know, I went ahead and cleaned the barrel up, all that good stuff, got all that gunk out of it, gave it a run. And again, I don't know if I'll get to a shooting video today or not. It just depends on what breaks loose where, and we'll work out from there. So there it is, the Umarex Syrix, 177 caliber, fun gun to shoot. Seems pretty accurate to me so far. And one other thing I wanted to check is, I've been studying up on this. It does have like a, instead of a ball bearing catch on the barrel, it does have a latch type catch. And when I first got it, it was a little hard to get that shut back up, but it's getting smoother. And I've had a little bit of enjoyment. I just got it in yesterday, and oh, I had a lot going on and kind of ate my lunch getting the scope adjusted. I actually ripped that scope off my Hyson Hydra, and then I bought a Mana scope. And then I've got the Mana scope on the Hydra. So get ready. I'll probably do a review on the Mana scope, you know, because so far I like the way it looks. Pretty clear picture on it, but I haven't shot anything at it. But there's another issue I want to talk about. We'll talk about that on that review too. So bingo, there you go, Umarex Syrix, and budget priced. If you're getting into it, you don't mind buying something that's a product of China, you know, it's your call. But for someone getting into this, wants a good plinking gun, might be good for a small pest. Like I've told viewers before, I don't hunt anymore, so I've had a lot of people say you shouldn't use a 177 for taking small game, but I knew a guy in Oklahoma was dropping rabbits and all kinds of stuff right and left with one, but you know, he was a pretty clean shot. But I would stick with a 22 or 25 or even a 30 for small game, make it a good clean affair. But just wanted to share that all with you, and I'm going to sit down and tighten the scope up. It definitely looks like it still needs to come just a little bit to the left, and I'll have that right on that sticker area. So I'll play with it, see what's happening. We'll go from there. We'll see what the day is. Not a bad morning out of protection. We're starting to get a little cooler weather. It won't be long. I'll be whoop, whoop, jacking that bag again, getting back in shape, because I really went to hell this summer. Bad. Weak. I need to get strong like Arnold again. We'll make it happen. At any rate, y'all have a great day. Thought I'd share it with you. Boom. That's how we do it at the Flying Can Ranch. Whoop. Later.